Everyone, this is your broker, Zach. So today I wanted to bring a new lead generation idea for you. This is exactly what I did in my business. My very first year, I did 14 sales and I used what's called farming. So this can be used for any newer agents that are struggling to get the ball rolling, to start getting consistent sales, or for anybody looking to take their business to the next level. This is for you. So this is called farming. And for those of you that don't know, farming is basically picking a geographic area like a neighborhood and then becoming the go-to salesperson for that neighborhood. Now, why do we do this? Because it creates a consistent business. If we know, hey, every single year in this neighborhood, 10 homes are going to sell. And if I can capture a majority of those 10 sales, then my business is consistent every single year. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to RealTrax. It's a lot of information in here, and we can use this to pick out our farm. So what I'm looking for is a neighborhood with at least a 6% or greater turnover rate. So that just means if there's 100 homes in a neighborhood, at least 6 of them sell. You don't want to pick like stagnant neighborhoods that there's just nothing going on in that neighborhood, because you're going to be spinning your wheels and not have any sales. So I'm looking for 6% or greater. So here's how we pick a farm. So let me move myself down first. So if you're in Nashville, Franklin, whatever area you want to focus on, go for it. But first, draw a circle. So I'm going to pick Murfreesboro. And I'm going to come up here. And I want to look at things that have actually closed. I don't care too much about the active pending. I want to see what's actually closed. And then year built, I'd probably say nothing newer than 2020. Because if you think about it, if somebody's buying a home this past year or right now, new construction, what's the likelihood they're going to sell within the next year or 6 months? Not very high. So I want neighborhoods with a couple years on them. And then price point. I always preach this as well. Pick your price point that works for you and focus on that. Whatever helps you hit your income goals. Because selling a $250,000 house versus a $700,000 home, it's the same process. And oftentimes that $700,000 home is a lot easier to sell. So pick your price point that works to hit your income numbers. So for us, we're just going to say in this example, I want to make $100,000 in a year. And so I am going to sell homes 350,000 and above. So let's go ahead and hit search. 1,300 results. So now I zoom in. So now it's showing me pockets of where a lot of sales are happening. So if I zoom in, for example, like right here, this probably would not be a good neighborhood to focus on because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this entire area. So probably not good. Same with down here. There's 2 in this entire block. This looks pretty good. But see, like this, there's 5 in this entire area. Or this right here, this actually looks pretty good. This neighborhood block right here and these sales. So let me draw polygon here. Okay, search, continue, got to get rid of the big circle. Okay, so now we're in that neighborhood that caught my eye. And this says 22 listings that have sold within the past year, 22. So let's write that down. It's my first time using this online whiteboard. 22 sales. Now we need to know roughly how many homes there are. So if we go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. So it's 22 just right here, 40, 60, 80, 100, probably another 100, 200, 300. So we'll just call it 300 homes roughly. And then what I want to also do is COVID did see a decline in homes being listed because there's such an inventory shortage, but we still want to see historically that this 22 wasn't an anomaly. So let's go closed. And then let's go back to 2019, same year. So now this is 2 years of data. search. So I got 29. So there was definitely a slowdown and it looks like it's picking up. But if I stick the averages, 29, that's 14 and a half sales on average. So let's just say 15. Let's go to our trusty calculator, 15 divided by 300, 5%. So this home, it's just under the 6%, but it's a good price point. So I might stick with this neighborhood. Because let's go back here. Let's go here, CMA, average 408. So that's our average price point. Let's take this up here. Let's have a new box. 408. And then we want to times that times 15 sales every year. So 6.1 million in volume times. So this neighborhood, just this one neighborhood, is potentially $183,000 of income for myself. Write this down. $183,000. So let's say out of that 15 sales, I know some homeowners, their sister's an agent, or they're going to sell on their own for sale by owner, or somebody's just going to refuse to work with you. It happens. So let's say out of those 15, we dominate this neighborhood. Every homeowner knows who we are. We stay in touch with them constantly every single month, and we can get 10 out of those 15 sales. So if we go back to our calculator, we have 408,072 times 10 sales times 0.03, $122,000. So if I get 10 out of these 15 sales every single year consistently, I'm going to have a $122,000 business. And guess what? When homes keep appreciating in value as well, and you have a commission or percentage-based fee, then your income is naturally going to keep increasing as well. So $122,000 for a consistent business. And then let's go back as well. And we saw just this previous year, 22 were sold. So it's picking up. So to assume we could get 10 sales a year, which is half of the previous year, is definitely in the realm of possibility. So now what are we going to do in order to get 10 sales? Well, we need to create a follow-up plan that is consistent. If you had to ask yourself, what would somebody that I don't know, what would they have to do to stay top of mind with me and join my sphere of influence? What would somebody have to do to join my sphere of influence? What would they have to do for me to know them, like them, and trust them? Well, first we got to follow up and we got to create an initial contact. So an example would be week 1 of every month, I'm going to call all 300 homeowners. Week 2, I'm going to email them, kind of a follow-up from my call. Week 3, I'm going to send out mail. And week 4, I'm going to door knock. And that's the other thing to check too, is let's take an address. Let's go here. So the other thing with door knocking too, just to check real quick, is that there isn't any rules, or it doesn't say no soliciting in the front. So usually you'll have like a little stake here, a little sign that says no soliciting neighborhood, or under here it says no soliciting. So this entrance is good. And there's another entrance right here. And this says nothing. So yeah, so I can door knock this neighborhood as long as it doesn't have a no soliciting sign. So I'm good. So I'm going to call them. And people's first question is going to be, well, how do I get their phone number? Well, what you can do is use a service like RedX. And GeoLeads. So neighborhood farming just got a lot easier. Get phone numbers and addresses for homeowners in your area in seconds. $50 a month. Or we'll annualize that. So it's $600 a year for that. But for $50, even if I just did it for 1 month, $50, I can call 300 people and get my name out there. Email. So you could just use your regular Gmail. You could use what we've used, Constant Contact, very easy email subscription service to just autopilot, send out an email on the same week of every single month. And same with your calls. You want to call on the exact same day of every single month. That way they know to expect your call. They know who's calling. And that's how they come to remember your name. So you don't have to call 300 all on the same day. So what we can do is break it up. Let's say first week is all calls. So divided by 5, 60 calls a day. And not everybody's going to answer. So you can leave voicemail. So it's not going to take too long to get through 60 calls. Week 2, you send an email. That's just one, like you create it one day, next day, send it, done. Week 3, mail. So with this, there's paid services. So you can hire out and they have templates for you. And I've seen it where it's like less than $1 a mail piece. So that'd be $300 a month or $3,600 a year. Well, but Zach, I don't have $3,600 or I don't have $300 a month. That's okay. Go just buy some stamps and just hand write letters to these homeowners, introducing yourself, throw in a card, print out a CMA with the last year of data for them, print it out for them. Print this out, send it to them, highlight it. I'll go back here. Stamps cost around like 60 cents times 300. It's $180 a month. That's almost half. If you can't afford that, then go buy a packet of envelopes, probably 200 for $10, and just hand deliver them to people's porches. Drop them off. So for 20, $30, you can hand deliver letters. This is what I did. So I would do the letters because I didn't have a marketing budget. And then when my first sale happened and I got a sale, 408,000, that's $12,000 commission. Then all of a sudden I take a portion of that 12 grand and now boom, now my mail is covered and I can say, hey, it's covered for half the year. And then the next sale covers the rest of the year. So you can reinvest some of your sales back into this to improve the quality and the just automate systems. Door knocking is free. So this is a simple system right here that, yes, you're going to have to invest a little bit of money to make this your farm. Or maybe like 4th of July, you pass out little flags to all the homeowners. Maybe for Thanksgiving, you make pumpkin spice cookies or pass out little pumpkin pies. Maybe for Christmas, it's sugar cookies. Whatever you need to do to be that go-to person for people to remember, do it. Because right now, if I want to make $100,000, I would be on track. If I knock this out of the park, I'd make 122,000. So that helps offset some of my overhead. If you want to go over different calls, so picking up the phone and calling, I know that's the next question. Well, what do I say on the call? Or what do I say when I door knock? I wrote out this little script that you can use, and I did this in like 5 minutes, but it's simple. Really, you just want to connect with the homeowner. So here's what I would say. Hey, my name is Zach. I'm a local realtor. Don't worry, I'm not trying to sell you anything. And I'm on the phone right now. So I say, I was just calling because 123 Main Street was just listed for $400,000. Did you see that? And they'd say, yes. Yeah, homes are selling for record highs. It's a crazy market, you know? And they'll say, yes. So how long have you lived there now? Well, I've lived there for 10 years. Cool, 10 years. Wow, that's a long time. Well, you know, we have over 40 agents working for our company, and there's lots of buyers looking for homes. I mean, by any chance, do you know anyone in your neighborhood looking to make a move, maybe cash out, maybe even yourself? See what they say. They say no, cool. No worries. Tell you what, and I really don't mind. I keep several of your neighbors updated with their home values, because sites like Zillow, I'm sure you saw that they've lost millions of dollars because their online estimates were all wrong. I can just email you just once a month with any new sales, any new activity in the neighborhood. That way you can better track your home's value. Sound fair? Then you get an email address. It's just like that. It's just a simple call, and just practice it, rehearse it. And so there was a lot of things that I was kind of including within my script. So for example, at the very beginning, I'm saying, don't worry, I'm not trying to sell you anything. And that's totally true. I'm not trying to sell them anything. I don't have a service that I'm trying to pitch them on. I just want to get to know them. I just want to connect. And so I'm trying to put them at ease at the very beginning. The second thing I was doing was saying, I was just calling because 123 Main Street was just listed for sale. So tell them about a neighborhood statistic, find something that's pending, find something that was just listed. Hey, that house was just listed for X amount. Did you know that? So you want to be kind of that resource of information. And then I'm saying, yeah, homes are selling for record highs. It's a crazy market, right? And they'll say yes. So now all of a sudden I've gotten a yes when they said, hey, I saw that, I did see that house for sale. And then I said, it's a crazy market. And they say yes. So now I'm starting, it's a pattern of they're starting to agree with me. How long have you lived there? I'm trying to start a conversation that can go anywhere. So if they say, oh, I've been here for 10 years. We moved here from Texas. Cool. Tell me about Texas. What brought you here? So start a conversation. That's kind of what that is. It's more of an open-ended. And then the next part of it was, we have 40 agents working with our company, and lots of buyers are looking for homes. Do you by chance know anyone? Really, this question is coming back to see, maybe needle in the haystack, I found a homeowner that's ready to go. So it's just throwing it out there to see, do they take the bait? Most of the time, 99% of the time, you're going to get a no. Every now and then you do get a yes. I've made a call and the seller was saying, hey, I do want to sell my house. I just didn't know who to call. And I got a sale just like that. So that's throwing out the bait just to see if they're that 1 in 100 home that's looking to sell right away. But really my main objective of the call is just to get an email address. That way I can stay in touch with them and send them more information. So you can change up the next part of the script. No worries. Tell you what, and I really don't mind. I keep several of your neighbors updated with their home's values. That is building credibility, because I'm saying, hey, I keep several of your neighbors updated already. That's credibility. The tell you what, and I really don't mind, that is making it seem like I'm doing them a favor. So now I have a favor being offered. I have credibility because I'm saying several of the neighborhoods, I'm keeping them updated with their home value, because sites like Zillow lost millions of dollars because their online estimates were wrong. That's creating a problem. And then I'm providing a solution. So I can just email you once a month with new sales and activity in your neighborhood. That way you can better track your home's value. So solution to the problem that I presented. Hey, these online estimates are not that accurate. Zillow just lost millions of dollars, but I would love to keep you updated with correct information on what's actually pending, being listed for sale, and what's actually selling. Does that sound fair? Soft close right there. So there's a lot of different techniques in that pitch, but that's what I do with door knocking too. So this last week, when I'm going door knocking, I'm finding something that just sold as well, or just listed, or just pending. So I'm knocking on the door saying, hey, my name is Zach. I'm a local realtor. Don't worry, not trying to sell you anything. I just want to let you know 123 Main Street just went pending and it was listed at $369,900. Did you know that? Yes or no? Cool. How long have you guys lived here now? Oh, 5 years. Awesome. For the right price, have you guys ever considered making a move? No. Oh, no worries. Well, hey, I'd love to keep you updated with stats in the neighborhood and what's going on. What's a good email for you? And then I just stare at my, usually I carry like a tablet with me or something to write down people's info. Then I get the email. So it's just like that. Really, I did this and I got 14 sales. So every single week, first week of the month, I'm calling. Week 2, I'm sending out my emails. Week 3, I'm mailing. Week 4, I'm door knocking. Plus, this is just my one lead generation source. On the side, I'm focusing on my list of top 50 people in my life. So every Tuesday and Thursday at 5 a.m., I had a basketball group that would meet up, 20 to 30 guys. Every single Tuesday and Thursday, we met up and I was in person. I was there present, and I got a couple sales every year from that. Every Sunday was my small church group. We would meet there, and then Wednesdays we would meet as well. That was another 15 people. So I was building my list of top 50. You get 3 to 4 sales from there, and then you get, like we estimated, 10 sales from this, and that's how I got 14. So this is definitely possible. And wherever you're starting, if you can't afford, hey, $300 a month in mail, just hand deliver it, or just get some stamps yourself and hand write it. Everybody can start somewhere, and you can take your business to the next level. I know it's possible. I did it. You can do it. It really is as simple as finding the right neighborhood, breaking it down into weekly objectives, and then just sticking to that plan consistently. Because if I do this for 1 month, if I just do this in January and then never talk to these people again, guess what? They're going to forget about me. You have to hit them 4, 5, 6 times before they start saying, oh, I know who Zach is. So be consistent and you will have consistent success. So I hope that helps. That's a little bit about farming. If you want to break down more specific about calling scripts or door knocking scripts or different techniques or what to wear when you're door knocking, let me know. I'm here to help, and hope this helps take your business to the next level.